All right, everybody, welcome to our Classic Castle live stream. I'm saying welcome even though I'm not quite seeing anybody joining yet, just because I don't want to edit this when I have to add it to the Instagram account later. So we got Jordan. Hey there, good to see you. I'm just waiting for Monarch to join. Yeah, dope shirt, dude. We got stuff to talk about. Okay, third generation Black Falcon shirt in the house right here. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Monarch, and then we'll really start getting into talking about some stuff. Welcome, guys. Hello. Thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, speaking of Black Falcons, if you haven't picked up your blacksmith shop yet, those things are going pretty quick. I think it's already on back order. So I was wearing my BF shirt yesterday. Nice. Yeah, you gotta have the Black Falcon shirt, especially if you're ordering the Black Falcon's blacksmith shop. Just gotta pop that shirt on, go online, handle business. If you're not ordering the blacksmith shop with a Black Falcon shirt on, then I don't know what you're doing. So thanks, guys. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy you guys are joining in. I'm just waiting here to see if we can get Monarch on here, and then we're going to really start getting into the conversation here. Join up. Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going?
Doing good. I was just rambling on, waiting for you to join up. You know me.
Yeah, I do. So I heard you talking about the blacksmith shop.
Yeah, I figured we'd start off with that. I mean, why not? That's the hot topic, right? So yeah. I was showing, people were already commenting on these super dope third gen Black Falcon shirts available. What right now, right?
Yeah, you can go in the store right now and get it.
Awesome. And that's brickmonarchshop.com, right? Yeah. So I would definitely pick one of those up. And you have the classic Black Falcons logo shirt as well, I believe, right?
Yeah, both versions. Well, yeah, I've got two versions. I've got a black version and a blue version.
Somebody's booing Wolfpack in the comments already. Jay, get out of here.
Booing the Wolfpacks?
Who's booing Wolfpack, man? Come on. Not that this is a Wolfpack conversation, but come on. I got a whole wagon of Wolfpack just waiting to come after you.
Yeah, no kidding. I've got about 3 of those.
But yeah, no, I'm super stoked to do this. I guess we can do a little bit of an introduction. We were wanting to do a live stream. Both of us, we want to grow some more castle-related content on Instagram and just in general. So we're going to start talking about Lego Castle live. Probably trying to do at least twice a month, if not more.
Yeah,
so that's what we're up to.
Yeah, I'm ready, 100%. I love talking about castle stuff.
Maybe they're just trying to howl. Dang, there's quite a few comments, actually. Boo, Wolfpack.
I know.
Team Black Falcon in here. What's wrong with the Wolfpack? The audacity, right?
I'm saying. I agree. There's only 3 sets, but I love them.
Yeah. No, well, hey, man, I've got PDFs for more sets you can add to the Wolfpack, so let's make it happen.
We will definitely.
Let's see. You said you ordered your blacksmith shop already, right?
Oh yeah. I ordered 2 of them from Lego this morning, only because that was the max I could order.
Right.
I do plan to hit the Lego store when I get back in Tampa, and pick up a 3rd, maybe a 4th.
I'm waving at the comments. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely would have been there too. I don't know. Can't swing it right now, but no worries. I'm gonna stack them up. We'll buy them all out, and then people will have to figure out what to do.
Yeah, for sure. Until Lego starts to release more castle sets, I'm just going to have to buy out the stock of the ones that they do release.
Oh, I see. He corrected himself, or I read it wrong. He says, no, I'm saying Wolfpack is the underdog. More numbers, and they would whoop everybody. That is probably true. I feel like they might fight dirty.
They probably do. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
So
you got your blacksmith. I ordered it midnight. Technically midnight. I got to get these comments now. They're in my screen. There we go. I ordered them at 9 o'clock where I'm at, but it was midnight on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got my blacksmith in the mail, hopefully before the back order went in, because I don't know if you know this, but it's already back ordered on Lego.com.
We knew that would happen. That's
Well,
why
I was hoping it would happen, not because I don't want people to get it, but because I want people to see that we want it.
Yeah, Lego needs to see that Castle is a wanted thing. Even the Pirates is a good theme to bring back. I mean, I would buy all the pirate stuff too. Any pirate set that came out. I have the shipwreck, the Black Sea Barracuda shipwreck thing.
This guy.
Yeah.
Well, and that one was sold out forever.
I know.
I mean, it's finally back.
I ordered it the same way that I did the blacksmith. First in line. As soon as it was midnight, I was on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ordered the blacksmith. We got another person in here. Ordered the blacksmith. Got lucky before the back order. Yep. And then hand the wolf pack a pitchfork and they're good. It's true.
I know. I agree.
So Classic Castle, man. I know. Did you get to do any research, or you just know all this stuff off the top of your head?
I know everything off the top of my head.
All right. Well, there you
go.
go.
To be honest with you.
I had to do a little.
Do you have all these sets, Jason?
Oh no.
No.
Well, hey, I'll give you a loadout of what I got. I got the box to the Yellow Castle.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. I don't have the box, but I have all the pieces.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to do a collaboration then.
To be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. I've got the Yellow Castle in a Ziploc bag, thrown in a tub with all the old gray pieces in the back of the storage unit.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yeah. I remember you not the gray piece.
I feel like that's where it belongs in comparison to what came later on.
I mean, okay. So this works perfectly, because I was curious on your thoughts of the Yellow Castle, and I have it written down as overrated ?
Definitely.
I will say I love the factions that it introduced and when we never saw again, right? So the classic Yellow Castle has
the one strong point that it had going for it was that it felt like it was a meeting of many factions at one castle. Where when you buy a Black Knights or you buy like one of the Crusader Lions, you've got the Crusader Lions and that's it. And then maybe there's a bad guy, but you're never lucky enough to get like the full on shield and the horseback and, that kind of thing. And in the Yellow Castle, you had 4. There was 4 separate, shields and units that were coming in, like a knight and a squire type of thing. And they were both wearing the badges, the clover shield, the green shield that had the green marks on it, and then the magenta one with the crown. Yeah,
wasn't that supposed to be their castle?
Yeah, that was their castle. Yeah. That was their castle for sure.
Yeah, dude.
So that was cool. I think that a new castle set should introduce something like that, almost like a gathering. It was like that's the way a joust set should be like that, and have like 4 or 5 factions that are meeting. And they introduce with one set, right? And then they all have their own castles and other sets to go along with it. That would be like, I'd be over the moon.
I'd love that.
I would go in debt immediately. I would be in debt immediately.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, man. I really like that. And we kind of got to see a tiny bit of that with the very, very, very first Lego minifigure scale castle stuff with the Yellow Castle. Like you said, with the meeting. I love it. Yeah, I would love to see that. I mean, here's what all they got to do is either, you could take the collectible minifig series nights and just have them all have their own horse Spartings and have them show up at a new castle. Everyone wants more of those guys.
Yeah, that's it.
The Bear Knights, I can't remember them all now. There was a whole bunch of different ones.
There was a bear, some wild hog thing.
Yeah, the
Raven.
Yep.
I went a little overboard on the bears.
Yeah, I saw that.
I've got 19 of those guys. Like full on, like all I'm missing is the castle and the bardings for the horses.
By the way, if you guys haven't yet, check out Brick Monarch's Instagram page. He's got some really high quality photos of some great classic castle content and also the Bear Knights. I went over on the Falcon or the Raven Knights. I think I got like a whole big handful, 10, 12 of those guys. But I kind of might like the Bear Knights better.
The Bear Knights remind me of maybe a sophisticated wolf pack.
Yeah. Like maybe like they split off. And we're
well,
not even talking about
the
Classic Castle anymore.
I know,
We're just
I know.
off. We're just
The Bear Knights had armor. They wore armor, and they had more of a machined weapons, more blacksmith weapons than the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack came with swords and shields and rags and hoods.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
get it. Yeah. It's like it would be like, that'd be cool. The Bears as like a Wolfpack type faction with their own like blacksmiths built into a mountain fortress of some sort.
So awesome.
I'd love it. That'd be awesome. And they could have battle bears. I'm
hey
down.
Jesse, how you doing?
Hey. Yeah. What am I? I'm missing the comments here.
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, awesome unboxing, my man. That was so cool. I love to see those things. I mean, that stuff blew my mind.
I appreciate it, Jesse.
All right, Wolfpack were angry forestmen. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I like to think that they probably split from the forestmen at some point because forestmen were a little too kind for their ways. I'm really surprised they haven't got the Creator 3-in-1 Castle yet, considering how much they focused on space and pirates in the past few years. I mean, I don't know. This is a rumor, but this summer we're supposed to be getting a 3-in-1 Creator Castle. So there you go, people. But let's jump back to Classic Castle because that's technically what we're here to do. I had a couple I didn't really have a real. Here's Raven Knight. Yeah, bears would be dope. Absolutely, Jordan. I agree 100%. By the way, Jordan's a great castle builder. I don't think he has an Instagram for that, but I've been to some conventions with him, and he does some awesome castle builds with some crazy rock work. You'd appreciate it, Andrew.
Yeah, I would love to check it out.
Barding for bears would be sick. Bear barding. We need bear barding, people. Let's make it happen.
We'll put that on the list for production.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We're gonna. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff that Andrew and I have been working on, and we're really, really excited to start getting just some really cool content. He's already got his store up, and I really, really would recommend you guys check that out. It's super, super cool. And I'm honestly gonna say it seems like there's more of a appreciation and just kind of a surge recently in the Lego castle world. I feel like people are really jumping back on board and they're like, where's the castle stuff? Like, it's been long enough. And so that's what you and I are kind of jumping on here, and we're trying to make stuff happen. And I'm thinking we're going to see some really cool stuff in the next few months, castle related, from either us and other fans or from Lego themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. One can hope. I know that we are.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. How did Classic Castle rank in the voting? It wasn't bad, actually, because I don't want to get too much into the voting on the whole Lego ideas, because that's a whole other topic. I'm not going to get too salty about the whole splitting of the factions, but Lego Classic Castle was way up there with, from what I remember when it finally ended, with Pirates and the last three. So people really did push for
I was extremely disappointed to see Bionicle in the top of the list.
Yeah, and I'm not going to, like I said, I don't want to get into all of that. So
I don't either, but I could have done without that. I mean, it kind of ruined my day when I saw that.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. And we'll see what happens with the final three votes.
I was one of the first people that voted, obviously.
Right.
On the Classic Castle stuff,
And I
was like, we only get to pick one? We need like 10, 15 of them.
I know. And that,
we need Lego to sign a 15-year castle contract that they're going to put out a new faction every year.
Yeah. I agree with you, and I also agree with Robbie Duck 12, who says, I hope there's a Creator Castle. I hope that the Creator Castle is more on brand than the pirate ship was. I kind of agree. It doesn't fit in a Creator theme. It fits in its own theme. And so when they push it into a Creator theme, you got that issue with no printed flags because they're creating the flags out of bricks. I understand that works perfectly for a Creator theme because you need those bricks for other things because you're supposed to be creating stuff with it. But it's not a Creator set. It's a pirate set. And so we didn't get that much pirate content out of that pirate set. I
was gonna pick that up myself, but I decided against it. I don't know. It didn't really fit.
It didn't quite do it for you.
No, it didn't do it for me. I mean, I was gonna buy the pieces. I like the pieces that were in it, but
No, I agree. I did pick one up, and I did build all three of the builds. And I would say, for not being an actual pirate set and being a Creator set, it was a really cool set, and I did enjoy it quite a bit. But yeah, it did. There was just that little edge that was missing because it wasn't made as a pirate set. Yes,
Yeah.
castle contract. Yes, exactly. I agree.
Well, before we get too far off the topic, we should definitely beeline it back to the classics.
Yeah, we promised a classic castle discussion, so let's actually make it happen.
Yeah. So right off the top, the original release of the Yellow Castle was in 1978. That was the European release, which I guess did really well, enough for them to re-release the entire first classic castle theme in the U.S. in 1981, which was the year I was born.
Okay, interesting. Nice. Well, and that was a question I had because I was looking up a little bit about it, and I was like, oh, it says these dates, and then it says 1981 again. So I was like, what does that mean? And you just answered that question. It was really...
Yeah, it was in 1978. All of them were released. The Knight's Joust, the Knight's Procession, and the Yellow Castle. They were all released in Europe in 1978. And then they were released in 1981 in the U.S. with a follow-up, Castle Figures, in 1983. And that was basically the end of it. Yeah. There was four sets. I mean, and they were built horses, built bardings. They had some of the classic weapons that
which I
stuck
found
around.
Pretty darn hard to find.
Yeah, the old gray, gray sword, and axe and whatnot. Yeah, those are rare.
Because I was trying to mess around with it a little bit ago because I knew we were going to do this talk, and I looked in like my weapons piles and stuff, and I couldn't really find any. The only thing I had was those hatchets, because a couple of them were armed with the gray hatchets, but those came in so many other sets afterwards that I obviously have a few of those.
Those didn't hold any value. Those came with like all the firemen. All the firemen had those.
Yep.
Came with all those. I think I maybe have like one of the gray axes and like maybe two of the gray swords.
Yeah.
But that's it.
That's awesome.
It's not even something. It's not even something that is easy to find. I mean, there's very few people that even have them for sale.
No, I was really actually surprised that there weren't more lying around, but I guess it kind of makes sense because it was so far or so old, and it doesn't. I mean, it was only a few sets, like you said, a handful of sets.
Yeah, it was 4.
And you would have only gotten those weapons on those sets. I don't know that they did too many classic gray weapons after that. I think they switched over to dark gray. Yeah,
they all switched over to dark gray in 1984, which is I'm eager to get to that conversation there.
Well,
simply because we get so much more broad. The castles turn gray.
Yeah. Black Falcons, Crusaders all pop up, and it's a whole thing. So
it's a whole nother world.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna do that one soon. That's the one that we're going to be looking at next. So, but for now, I did have a couple things. What is your favorite classic castle set? I mean, is there one that you think if you had or could get a hold of one, you would want the most?
The Knight's Joust.
Yeah. Okay. So that
I actually have one of those trees that come with it.
Yeah.
And I have the Princess Queen.
Very cool. Does she have a gold necklace?
I believe so.
I think I have her torso as well, and I could put the rest of her together. I'm pretty sure with some of the.
Yeah, I've recently acquired it from a Bricklink order.
Very nice.
In mint condition, and I just it was in the Castle minifigs, and when I find a store on Bricklink that has classic Castle minifigs, I'm like, okay, 200 is my budget here on this store.
You got to set a budget, and then you're like, I'm going in.
It's like send them all to the cart until I.
Robbie Duck 12 don't like brick-built horses. I mean, fair enough, but they didn't have the mold at the time, and I think they did a pretty good job with what they had.
I mean, I agree with you, Robbie. The Knight's Joust set is just, it wasn't talked about very much, and the Yellow Castle has been the primary topic for the classic castle. Everybody's Yellow Castle, but nobody ever really mentions this Knight's Joust set. And it's not that I would want it to play with it. It's just one of those, it'd be cool to have because it's such an old set to just have built in a glass box in the corner.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I was looking at it again.
Just as an introduction to, castle. I mean, it was a great introductory castle set.
It's phenomenal. It's foundational. A joust, a castle.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great word, Jason. Foundational. I mean, these 4 sets were the foundation for castles moving forward. You know, the Knights procession, you know, you got some minifigs in a little wagon, you got a joust, you got the castle, and then the classic, the castle figures that released in 1983, you know, was more like the minifig side kits, you know, which they continued to do moving forward.
Robbie says explain the Colosseum chariot set, which is actually fair. I'm not sure why that happened.
I'm not either.
I mean, I can't say anything good about that whole set. That little set, there was so much wrong with it that I'm not even going to get into it. But yeah, why? Were they trying to do a callback? That's one thing I don't think we need a callback for, is a brick build horse. I'm sorry. Like, as much as I appreciated what they did in the original theme to create horses for their theme, we don't really need to see that coming back again, in my opinion.
You know, I would agree with talking about these horses. I've got to say, this blacksmith shop has got a tan horse in it.
That's also fair. Jumping back to,
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Black
I'm sorry.
Falcons
I got to
here.
mention it because we're now up to, I think, 6 colors.
Yeah, well, because
right?
Was it the farm from Kingdoms that had a gray horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those.
Oh, I don't have any of those. Get out. That's man. Why, because you have them all. You got them all. Get out of here.
Yeah, so the gray one with the patches, you know, and then you got the white, the black, and the browns. And then now we've got this tan one that's coming out, and I know that I've got 2 coming. I'm hoping to have 4.
Yeah.
And then as soon as all these Bricklink junkies buy their versions of the set and have them for sale, I'll get me another 5 or 10 of them.
Sure. I mean, it's a very standard horse color in the real world, and it's kind of amazing we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, we got somebody on here. Love all your content on Instagram, guys. Great work. Keep it up. Great to be enjoying this stream. Fantastic theme discussion. Thank you, guys. You are awesome. We got all kinds of discussion going on about the vote. I knew that was going to happen if we brought it up, but it had to happen. Old gray is hard. Jordan's trying to convince you to mix your old gray and your new gray.
Who's that?
Jordan.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Sorry, man.
I have a huge pet peeve against the old gray with the new gray.
Yeah, no, I know. I that was the first thing we talked about when we started talking about doing this live and other
we cannot
things.
do that. We absolutely cannot do that.
Not happening.
And actually, Jordan, is his name Jordan?
Jordan, yeah.
Jordan, yeah. Actually, if you're still watching, I've got a new product that I'm going to release the next time we do a video that is going to resolve a lot of these old gray versus a new gray problems. And I'm not going to say anything more than that right now.
There you go. Yeah. Tune in next time. He said, I do absolutely mix the grays, but he also said when he was talking about that, he said he was talking about the gray horse not usable with the new horses. Okay. Oh, maybe. Is that because of the bardings don't fit with the new bardings, or I'm not sure.
Well, the gray horse, if I'm not mistaken, was the first mold, and then the mold that was released with like the Lord of the Rings sets had more of a rounded nose and a rounded back, and the legs kick out in the back. So the old bardings don't fit, the new mold. And it is a new mold.
The new bardings fit the old horses? I haven't even tested that, I don't think.
The new bardings, I think that they do. They fit a little funny.
Yeah, they're a little over. Yeah.
But all the newer variations of the horse mold had the rear of the barding mold was open versus capped around on the ass end, because the old ones had just the split right there around the tail and came straight down, and then the newer ones had the whole back open so that the legs, you could open up the legs.
Right, so they could do the cool stance with the battle, rearing up in the battle and everything.
Yeah.
Jordan was clarifying that he meant that he likes the newer ones because they're more realistic, so they fit better with castle stuff. So that's why the old gray one isn't that useful, I guess. Which makes sense, but I'd still like a bunch of them. So let's see. Old bardings fit the new horses, just can't rear. Right, okay, that makes sense too. Cool. I'm glad we have some castle buffs in here, making sure that we're staying accountable. I was going to jump back to Classic Castle, and that my favorite set would be the Joust, but I do like the Knights Procession because of the figures that it comes with I think we talked about this before, with the split plane. And you get a whole handful of these guys with the cool shields, and they're just a very simple, I think is it blue and gray or gray and red with a blue back? I can't remember.
It's red. It's red and white in the middle with a blue outline.
Okay. Yeah, those guys. I love those figures. They're such. The artwork
for those.
What was that?
I just redid the artwork for all of those, so
nice.
Very well.
Get a shirt. Can we get a shirt with it?
Yeah, yeah. We're
Okay,
gonna have
there
a
you go.
shirt of all of those,
You
and you're gonna be able
guys,
to buy the wall sign.
if you guys like me are like me and like that old faction, the Men at Arms basically from the Knights Precision, you can get your own. Slap it on your body. There you go. Um, I like them because they remind me so much of all that old school like Robin Hood TV and stuff that was going on, and they're just those uniform like Prince John soldiers. Just those guys with they're not too complicated. They look like a classic old school movie set of like the old Knights Men at Arms, and I just love those guys so much.
Yeah, it's funny too because sometimes I'll be in like a super classic castle mode late in the evening.
Yeah.
Right when I'm doing something, I'll be doing something on my computer, editing a photo for Instagram or something like that, and I'll look over at my fiance and I'll be like, "Do you want to watch the old Disney Robin Hood tonight and go to bed with it?" And I'm like, I need that. I need
Yeah.
that classic castle like
I'm with you, man.
injection from the childhood sometimes to like revive my thoughts.
Definitely. No, I love it.
And it
My
helps.
wife just jumped on, says hello, and then great shirts. Yeah, she loved them. I showed her. She was like freaking out about them. These things are so great. And like, is it Aaron on May the Bricks Be With You? Or May the Lego Be With You? When he was
Jesse.
talking about it,
Yeah.
the comfort level is like a 12 out of 10. These things, I couldn't talk enough about the logo not being like irritating. That's insane. Like all of my graphic tees, I feel the logos on my chest.
It's so funny too because wait till you wash that a couple times. You wash it a couple times and it won't even feel like there's anything there.
That's awesome. No,
So
I mean, I already
they become like
around,
great couch shirts for like life.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I love it, and I'll probably get more for sure. And yeah, we got beautiful shirts. Love the stickers. He does too. Yeah, thank you. Of course, go over and check that stuff out. And then OG Robin Hood is Disney's best. Yeah, it is. I mean, Jordan. That's what Jordan says. So he's on the same page with us there.
Yeah,
so
I
we
think
covered.
a lot of people are.
Yeah, we covered a few things already. I'm super excited about it. We talked about Little Yellow Castle being maybe a little overrated. We talked about our favorite sets in the classic castle theme. I wanted to, and I wrote down, I was like, parts are simple but hard to find, and it's true. Okay, and this is why. Listen, okay, check this out. I did actually do something pretty cool. They had an ideas book from the 80s, and it had a classic castle, a couple different ones, and I found the parts to build this. Check it out. Isn't that cool? But it took me forever. And it's very simple, but it's just these, and I tried to do all
That's so funny.
These bricks don't have, these are old, like OG. Like I used actual, for the most part, I used actual old vintage bricks, which some of them don't stick together if they're used and old now. But here's your lovely brick-built horse that you love so much, everybody. And then I only had one old like visor guy, but yeah, anyway, I thought I'd show that to you for the Classic Castle Live, put this thing together and realize just how hard it was to find even basic looking pieces to build these things. Like I had to even swap out.
It's funny too, Jason, that you show that because it looks like something that was like one of those sets that was released and it's like, where's all the cool parts at?
Right.
I mean, like I'm no joke. I'm super OCD about my Lego. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Okay. But the parts in that are like in the back of the storage unit in a tub in a bag somewhere that I hardly ever touch. Because who uses those colors anymore? People
who build giant classic castle dioramas, which I don't because I don't have the parts. I would maybe dedicate a small part to it, but there's so much other stuff that it's really difficult to simplify down to being just classic castle.
I know, and I've got to say, Jason, you do a fine job, like visualizing the classic feel in some of your builds.
Yeah, thank you.
You have for your PDF downloads for the instructions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're great. I was looking at the couple that you had emailed over to me, and they're just phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
The little Black Knights holiday thing that you put together.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm totally building that. I'm totally gonna build that.
I would love to see that. That would be so much fun. I have yet to build a physical copy myself. I have two giant problems with being online and doing the design part of things and then interpreting that into my piles of random, not sorted things, and so it's a big time issue for me.
Yeah,
but at some
I
point,
get that.
at some point, we're going to be putting all these guys together in physical form. We're going to get pictures of them. We're going to put them all over. Yeah, Jordan, he mentioned the illegal move for the ears right there. That was definitely banned not long after the set came out for building techniques.
Yeah. I never personally liked that move either. I never wanted to use that move.
It's never been strong enough for me to do it effectively. What I would use for that move just never seemed to be strong enough. Yeah, to hold what I would want to hold at that angle. So it never worked out for me at all, and it makes sense. Yeah, not to use it anymore. This is the book I got that idea from. I thought I'd show you guys, and there are some pretty cool old school classic scenes.
Yeah, I think I actually remember that.
Yeah,
I don't have it, but I remember it. I remember seeing the cover of that.
It's good times, and there you go. You can kind of see the little instruction book for that little wagon there. Obviously, it's very, very.
It looks like something straight like you walk into the Disney park and like it's the chariot that comes pick you up.
Yeah.
With Mickey
Honestly,
on it
though, I wouldn't mind a life-size version of that at Legoland that just like carries you around. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. Have you
I
been
would
to
enjoy
Legoland,
that.
Jason?
I have not. No.
No?
No. It's been. You know what? It's just been one of those things. One of these days, man, I'm getting over there.
It's probably because you live so far north, right?
Yeah, well, I'd have to go all the way down to California, which isn't, I mean, I've been over there, but like, it's that, and then, yeah, I just haven't found the right time and people to go with, so I think we're planning a trip.
You definitely got to go. The last year, my family and I, we all had Legoland passes, right? So we paid for the tickets ahead of time, because we were only an hour from Orlando, and we can go over to Orlando to the Legoland park any day. We can wake up in the morning and say, hey, you want to go to Legoland? Yeah,
That's
okay.
awesome.
And you can hop in the car and go.
Yeah, you were mentioning that you were like over there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we purchased the tickets way in advance, right, for the whole year. And then we'd set like a $700 to like $1,000 budget for the day. Yeah. And then we'd come home with like everything. T-shirts, cups, bricks,
the whole works.
Wall, cool. The pick-a-brick wall, sets, whatever we wanted. And we did that for the whole year.
Definitely.
I would hate to add up all the receipts from those trips.
Yeah.
It might
well, it's like the VIP points, because I actually ended up working at Lego retail for a year, and you can like go into the system and see your VIP points and how much you spent. It was rough.
I'm sure. I bet you didn't want to show your wife that, did you?
Yeah, well, we weren't married at the time, so it's just my money, but he still hasn't seen it though. No.
That's probably a good thing.
Jordan said he's never been to either, so I don't know why we're not planning a bro trip.
A bro trip to Legoland?
Yeah, there you go. Why do you think the classic space sets got new sets every year, loads of new parts and colors? Classic Castle took so long to get new sets. Now, let me take a stab and then I'll bounce it off of you. Is it because Lego Space, first of all, did come out first and it had a bigger following? I can't remember. I thought Space came out before Castle.
Space did come out before Castle.
Okay, so maybe they were just already established with a fan base, and so they could keep the cost for the new parts paid for by selling the sets because they already had such a large fan base, maybe?
I think the town in Space, and then there was like one other thing. I can't remember which one it was, but they were first, and then the Castle was introduced, and then even beyond that, Pirates took another couple of years before they were introduced at all. But one thing that I would have to say about that is the Space did come out with a lot of new parts. Yeah. Even the classic Space. But here's the thing. If you really think about it, in Castle and medieval times, they weren't coming out with new stones. It was still a stone, right?
That's fair.
The Space guys were probably like, Benny, right? Making new computers and new parts and all kinds of stuff and making the spaceships look so rad and, so on and so forth. A castle's a castle. It's made out of bricks and stone, right?
Yeah, so all you'd really look for is new factions and flags and weapons to hang on those things.
Yeah, I mean, one disappointment to the castle all through the entire theme of everything, they did not build a workable trebuchet.
Yeah, they got close with that Black Falcon one, but it wasn't quite there.
No, and I've seen some other people's mocks, and I'm not sure if they fully work, but that is definitely on my plate of to-do list, is build the ultimate trebuchet with the minimal amount of parts and it work, and like fire something across the living room.
Yeah. I'm with you. That'd be so cool, dude. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna give a shout out to the brick artisan who's been really involved with our comments. And I've seen some of his work. It's fantastic. Go check him out. Like, he's awesome. Always supportive of the stuff that I'm doing on Instagram here. I always tell my wife never to sell any of my Lego sets for the amount I said I bought them for. Yeah, that's fair. That was from Transparent Eye, I believe. Could be one Transparent One. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So that's that. Let's see. Parts hard to find. I wanted to mention Weetabix Castle. I figured since we're starting this whole thing off at the very beginning, do you know much about the Weetabix Castle? Or have you heard about the Weetabix Castle? It's wild.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so listen. This is the very technically first Lego castle set because it was a castle. And I don't know why it's called the Weetabix Castle because I forgot to read that part of the article. But I believe it was a promotional set with Weetabix. All it is just like, it doesn't come with any minifigures. It's just like walls and a little tower, and it has like a little American flag and a Lego flag or something, or a British flag and a Lego flag on it. Something like that. So technically, the Lego Yellow Castle is the first minifigure scale castle, and the first classic castle is the first castle theme. But the first Lego castle ever to be made, to my knowledge, is actually the Weetabix Castle.
What year did that come out?
I don't remember. It was quite a ways before. Well, I did it in my non-technological Lego room, so I don't have my cool computer to look up stuff, and I only wrote down dates for the classic castle stuff. But yeah, I think it was probably 70s.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. And
it was
also, we can't forget to mention the what was the city? It was like a town set that had like a variation of the Yellow Castle where you could get the Lionheart shield.
Which castle?
It was a Yellow Castle in a town set that had the Lionheart shield.
Oh,
it was like city center town, it was some crazy.
Well, there's the town square that people don't technically equate with Lego Classic Castle, but it does have are you talking like the gatehouse of the Yellow Castle built into it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's the other thing I wanted to get into.
Yeah, it comes with the lion. It was the lion heart, lion with the heart on the shield. So it was the lion heart shield. Yep. And there was only like 2 or 3 of them in the set, and there was like some minifigs that went along with it. And then like next door was like a kiosk shop. Yeah,
so I looked that set up again recently, and it's actually the only thing that makes it town is the road base plates and a black car. And then the tiny kiosk, which could kind of just be modified. The other 2 buildings are part of the Yellow Castle and a big Tudor-style medieval, like, tavern-type thing. And how is this not just a castle? Why did they put this into the city? Because it also comes with, it's actually quite a handful of those lion knights with the hearts, and I believe they were only stickers. Because I was looking at some other stuff. Yeah, so they were only stickers. And I was curious because I was going to bring that up and say, do people like consider this to be part of the classic or the classic castle theme? And it's
if I was of buying age at the time when it was released, I would have wanted it because it had the new shield.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because the people that got into Castle at the beginning, all the Yellow Castle guys had stickers too. It was all stickers, so that was not a drawback yet.
That's true. Yeah.
To that era. Obviously, that's a drawback now because we know how advanced we can print a minifig. But yeah, that was only released. That was only released with the one set.
Well, and here's the thing. Yeah, I would say it's more appealing to a castle fan, even from that era, than it would be to a town fan, because it's so loaded with castle stuff. So I would say we're kind of on the same page. I think it would fit very well into Classic Castle, if not should be considered part of Classic Castle's canon. But I have seen people definitely exclusively put it in town. So I don't know. We got Elemental Lego, which also check him out. He's always doing not only live streams, but also some fantastic building. He says, I think one of those catapults worked if you really smashed it. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I want to get on and make one of those trebuchets that shoots a marble across the wood and like would put a dent in someone's forehead.
Yeah,
I want it to be like
some David and Goliath going on with the Lego trebuchet. I like it. Let's see. We've got Robbie Ducks or Duck 12. Do you have a picture? I think he's talking about Weetabix Castle. I don't. I should have grabbed one, but I didn't have. It was just online. You can look it up though. It's just the Weetabix Castle, and there's tons of pictures. Yeah. Piecing. Oh, here we go. Transparent. I transparent. I'm piecing out the Weetabix Castle together. He's building it. He needs that 2x20 base plate. 1970, he said. That's why we got people in the comments, because they can
1970?
help. Well, and that's I did say that, but I was guessing. So, yeah. It said link.
How do you even spell that, Jason? I want to see this. I've never.
So it's WEETABIX, I believe. People dropping links in the comments. Apparently, they don't work just because probably they're commenting. But yeah, you see that?
Oh man,
isn't that wild?
What on earth?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really need to collect that as part of my castle theme, but I think it's cool to know that it exists and that technically it holds, like, as far as I know, it holds the position for the first Lego castle ever.
I guess it would. Huh? That's kind of interesting. I didn't even know that existed, and I like to pride myself on having Lego knowledge.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked right now.
Well, I'll hold that one against you. You can hold Rogue against me because I didn't know the name of Rogue.
I know. I almost lost all faith in you when I realized you didn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I saw your face. You're like, "Are you sure you want to be doing the live stream with me if you don't know who this little guy is?"
Yeah, Rogue.
No, I knew who he was. I knew he was Wolfpack. I just didn't know his name. So there we go. I think we're even now, right? Weetabix Castle, Rogue.
You have expanded my mind today for sure.
Stickers. Yeah, we don't like the stickers here. Any news for the future castle theme? No. So far, no. I mean, even if somehow Classic Castle had won the ideas vote, that's not a theme. That was a one-shot set. Blacksmith is a one-shot set. Creator is a one-shot set. That being said, if we keep buying it, already back-ordered, just show Lego that we're into Lego Castle. Keep it coming, and maybe we'll get a new theme at some point. That's what I say. Yeah,
and I would agree. Just keep beating it. I mean, I feel like we're beating a dead horse because, like, all my content is all castle stuff. You know, it's not that I don't want to post other things. I'm addicted to castle stuff. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. We got 4 of them stickers, torsos, and shields. Right on, Matthias V. I'm so bad at reading names. It gives me anxiety to try and read someone's Instagram handle. It scares me because I'm really not great. Let's see. Hello, we got Blake Dog 9. Yeah, he said something about he's building a pirate ship. I think that's awesome. Jordan, my man, just made the Brick Monarch shop order. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. I appreciate it.
That's so cool. Elemental Lego, thanks, guys. Yeah, that would be a beautiful thing to see a marble fly across the room. You know, Elemental Lego is all about, making practical Lego sets and things like that. He just made a really cool motorized, I can't remember the name. It was the tank thing from The Mandalorian that they drive up into the thing. I don't know if you watched The Mandalorian, but there you go. He made an awesome, and has PDF for it for people to build, and you can download it. Anyway, I'm saying he could maybe build a working trebuchet. Let's see it happen. Yeah. I mean, I could too, I guess, but let's do it. Let's all work together and make some stuff happen here. The Vikings double catapult looks like a trebuchet. True, but it doesn't work like a trebuchet, though.
I mean, you would think with the parts that are out now, you could make a working trebuchet that wasn't like overly complicated build, with just like having do you remember the weighted pieces
I was just
put in the boats?
I have 2 of them I just found recently. I was just going to bring that up.
They're like 2x2x6.
Yeah.
And it's like got a metal piece inside of it, right? It's the weight. Yeah. That would be so cool if you could like somehow strap 2 of those guys and that be the weight of the swing. I mean, I think that would be enough weight to put a marble across.
I'm absolutely sure of it. And even more than enough weight, going back to our most beloved theme Bionicle, those little balls, those plastic balls they had.
Yeah.
You could load up on those and shoot those all over the house.
Yeah, you could, for sure.
Nope, you're right. Absolutely. Epic Bricks 18, and we had something Lego Fan UI. Rogue is Wolfpack. Yeah, well, so he was one of these guys. He's a collectible minifigure.
He is Wolfpack.
He is Wolfpack. It's not going to focus even if I get out, probably. You can't see it, but there's a wolf on his cloak pin right there. It's the same exact.
Yeah, it's not just a wolf. It is the Wolfpack.
He's like, yeah. He's like the leader.
Symbol.
He's the guy. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It's their actual symbol on his.
He is wearing an official Wolfpack brooch.
Yes, that's what the word was. Brooch. I was looking for that. Yep. Yeah. You know what? Speaking of Vikings, we'll probably do a whole thing. I don't know about Vikings. I'm down. I love the Vikings theme. It's weird, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think for everybody that is watching and is going to watch afterwards, Jason and I are going to talk a lot about all the castle stuff.
Yep.
Faction by faction. We're going to jump in and talk about some pirate stuff. We're going to get into Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And probably some of the adventure Johnny Thunder stuff, because that was pretty rad when that came out.
Yeah. So this is our starter one. We were trying to start it off with a bang. The day of the blacksmith release, we got the shirts that match that. We're trying to get started here, and this is what we wanted to do. But yeah, the plan is to do a couple of these a month, where we just start covering mostly mostly castle content, but we'll bring in some of our favorite old 90s themes as well. And, we can always then again circle back to some of our favorite castle themes and stuff like that. So that's our plan. So we're really, I'm appreciating so many people that joined in. I mean, this is phenomenal, and it's been a lot of fun talking to you in the comments, and we're not done yet, but this is really cool, guys. We got Elemental Legos. He says, I'll get to work on that trebuchet stat.
Excellent.
Acquired, thanks, yes. Mechanical Juggernaut. That's what it was. He built the Juggernaut from Mandalorian. That's awesome.
Actually, I think I saw that.
Yeah, you probably did. It's all over. I mean, this guy's quality stuff. He does some great stuff.
I think I did see that. It's crazy because some of these guys, I mean, I'm sure that he's probably got other posts that did well. That I built that Brickenstein Manor, and I only reached about half of the people that follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was working on that thing for 2 years.
No, I've seen it. It's incredible. Yeah.
I've got it on my Flickr. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did that Juggernaut thing. I think I saw that on probably 15 or 20 different pages where people had posted it or, shared it or whatever. But that was a pretty cool build.
No, I thought it was really cool because it was mechanical too, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I'm always amazed by those mechanical builds because I don't have the patience to do those. I don't like them.
I mentioned that I had done a joust quite a while back, and I saw someone else who did a joust, which is actually way smoother than mine because they actually put more time into it. But dude, I built that thing, and it took the majority of my time trying to get it ready for a convention to just build the under the ground mechanics for it. Like, it just took forever. And then by the time the convention hit, I was up till 4 a.m. building the terrain on top of it and trying to slap together some joust tents and things along the back before I had to bring it into the convention the next day. So mechanics are, unless you're not like right on there and play with that stuff and work with that stuff all the time, they can really be a little puzzling and take a long time to build, for sure. I agree with you there. Let's see, what do we got? Wolf saw it, but it is let's see, it has the wolf, but it is too different. It might look just slightly furrier, but it's even got the two fangs from the original Wolfpack shield. So, you know what? That's the thing. You can call it canon or not, but it's still, I'm calling it Wolfpack. So
Rogue is a Wolfpack.
There you go. Rogue is a Wolfpack. On this live, on this channel, whatever you want to call it, Rogue's a Wolfpack. So we're going with that. And that's the great thing about Lego. You can take away or add to the canon as you please for your own personal use. So that's what we do. That's Lego, right? We build things,
do whatever we want.
Things, take stuff. That's the whole point. Let's see. There's a couple sweet Viking sets on ideas at the moment. Yeah, I've seen theirs. There's like a Viking snowbound fortress like on the coast. That thing is amazing. Check it out if you haven't seen that, Andrew.
All right.
What about the submitting trebuchet Lego ideas? Oh, I mean, you could submit the set to Lego ideas. I'm not going to get into why I don't put most of my stuff on Lego ideas right now, but at some point that could actually be a cool discussion. We could do a Lego ideas talk about everything we think about Lego ideas. That'd be an interesting talk too. I think that's most of the comments. I think we hit most of them. I just thought I'd make sure we're not missing out on anybody here. Yeah, man. Classic Castle or Lego Classic Castle. Is it called Classic Castle or? Yeah, it is Classic Castle. I was thinking backwards in my head. I think that's about most of what I wanted to cover. We got the Weetabix stuff. We covered all the stuff that we are really interested in those sets. The minifigures, some of the exclusive minifigures. I mean, obviously, that was one thing. Jumping back to the Joust was the Blue Knight. It's the only set he's got a blue torso with that I think it might be black and red shield on it.
Yeah.
You only get that blue torso with that shield on it in that Joust set, along with the king. Did you say you had a king or the princess?
The queen. The queen or princess, whichever one you want to call it. It's like she's got like the little red pigtails that stick out on the side.
Yeah. And then the like pearl kind of gold looking necklace.
Yeah, wearing like all white.
Yeah. Do you correct me if I'm wrong? Is there that torso? Does that come in a Crusader set with the princess in a funky little wagon?
Yeah, I believe it's the same torso. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
You got that big funky red hat.
Yeah, which I actually love because it's Classic Castle, but it is funny. It's definitely funny. Well, man, I don't know. It's been about an hour. I think we've covered most of the Classic Castle conversation that I was hoping to talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, there wasn't much. I mean, when we start getting into like the Forcemen and the Wolfpack and the Black Knights.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot more to
drink
talk
ready
about
and
there.
bring a snack because we'll be talking for a while.
For sure. I made a snake faction when I was younger. That's cool.
Yeah, with the awesome. Slytherin shields.
That's so cool. I love that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you guys have been on my page, but I'm all about creating new factions. I've got a couple that I've done and fleshed out some of the actual lore and stuff and worked them into the original castle themes as well. So you guys can check all that stuff out and have fun reading through some of my silly posts about those guys. Thanks, guys. Really fun discussion. Like-minded folks. Yeah. Thank you, AKA. Oh, and this is Bob. I'm going to drop this real quick. Jordan, who is in the comments for a bit, he does have a Lego account. I had no idea. He should have shared this with me a long time ago. It's AKA_Brickster. So check his stuff out. Like I said, he's a good castle guy, and I think you guys would enjoy his stuff for sure.
Yeah, I will. I will definitely for sure.
Yeah.
And for everybody that does want a Classic Castle T-shirt, definitely check out my shop.
Boom.
We're running some of the best quality print on a very comfortable shirt, and we ship those out pretty fast. So.
And you ship internationally, I believe.
Yeah, we do ship internationally. I shipped the one to you, and it got to you in like 2 days.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I was like, "What is this?"
I was super shocked.
Yeah, I had no idea. So yeah, it popped up and arrived right in time for all the cool stuff that's going on. Yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up then. We'll keep you posted for our next live. We got Lego Fan UI. He loves my castle factions. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And any speculations on the Creator Castle? People talking about thinking it's going to be Black Falcons. That's what I've been hearing. My personal speculation is I don't really have any because I don't know. It's not. I
would have to guess that.
Yeah, it would make sense.
I would have to guess that.
It would make sense.
Just real quick before we jump off here, I mean, they did run that lion shield with the crossed keys.
Oh, that's right.
For the minifig minifigs stand in the stores, right?
I have a pile of them somewhere. I don't know where they are.
I've got a couple hundred of them actually. Even them printing the Black Falcon shield for the new blacksmith shop doesn't necessarily suggest that that's what they're going to release with this other castle.
That's fair. That is completely fair.
They've printed random shields, random wizard hats, and torsos and whatnot, and they've just like tossed them in like they were just like nothing. Yeah. I went to the Lego store and I said I've got to get some of these. So I went to the manager and I was like, can I just buy all the shields that you have? And she let me. And she let me. Yeah.
Wow.
I've got bags of those lion with the crossed keys.
That's
I've got
crazy.
bags of those.
I'm not
Like
sure how they.
hundreds.
I don't know how they price those for you. They must have done like a.
Well, you know, it's like the minifig. When you buy the minifig, it's like it's like what is it, like 14 or 21 pieces total. It's like a minifig and something in their hand, a hat, you know. So each piece
Right.
was a certain value.
Yeah.
So I just paid that for the value of the shield,
Okay.
and then just bought. I was just like, go get a whole get
Yeah.
handfuls. Just bring them out here. Let's count them out and let's figure this out.
There
I
you go.
was in there counting shields on the counter. I was like, yeah, 170 is probably good.
That's what you got to do, man. You know, if you're passionate about something, you got to make it happen, and that's so cool. And I mean, that's what this is all about, right? I mean, that's what we're here. We're here to encourage people to like do what they like. We're here to like talk about stuff that they like. I mean, all the comments tonight have been awesome. Like, great comments. We've done some shout outs, and that's what that's what it's all about. Pursue your passion, because like that's what you did at the Lego store. You're like, give me the shields, all of them. I've done that. I'm the guy in the back doing the minifigs, like finding all the dang centaur bodies in the bags, which are awesomely easy to find. You know, I'm that guy. So
extremely. How many of those do you have now?
I have three. And one of the Aztec Jaguar Warriors, because I just think that guy looks so cool. So I got those guys.
You would think you look cool.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe I'm going to build a giant Aztec castle next. You don't know what I'm up to.
You know what's funny? You remember that movie that came out when we were younger? It was called El Dorado.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I don't think it was a Disney. I don't think it was Disney. But
you're talking about the Lego or the movie?
No, the movie El Dorado.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't. It was like it was either like a Universal or Warner Bros. Or something. It wasn't a Disney movie.
Okay, so I originally wanted to take the adventure themes and build that city El Dorado.
That would have been awesome.
Because the adventure themes had a lot of the parts that you could use for that, and then you could take the pirate islanders and like use those as like the people that like lived there. But it was just like, at that point, I didn't know anything about Bricklink. I mean, we're talking like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And you know, so I was like, where am I going to get all these yellow pieces to build these giant pyramids?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like looking at, I'm like, and now it wouldn't even be a problem.
No.
But you say that Aztec and Warrior, like you get like a couple hundred of those guys and have them running around. That'd be bad.
Yeah, I would absolutely love that. At some point, you know, I've got dreams, so we'll see what happens. But let's see. I wish there was more Lego Islanders. I mean, yeah, Lego Islanders is awesome. I think they're cool. That's they go along. You know, all the classic pirate stuff is great. And you know, I'm the same with the Native American stuff. I think I would love to see more sets like that. I'd love to see more Western stuff. You know, and some of those things, unfortunately, people are skittish about making now. But I think it would still be awesome to see. And I think I'm just going to say this. I would love to see more cultures embraced in Lego like that, like Aztecs, like the different things that there's history in so many countries. And they have done some with Chinese lore and things like that. They've done some with Japanese lore. I would love to see more of that. There's so much you can put in to these things. And so, yeah, I'm all for that kind of stuff. I think that would be awesome to see. But yeah, I think we're about to wrap it up here. We got a couple more comments, but I think it's mostly at the end here. So he said Dream World. Maybe DreamWorks made the movie. I'm not sure. Wish there was more. Yep. Don't out your stores.
I know. I saw that. I wasn't out in my store. You don't know where I'm at.
Yeah, there you go. That's fair. Bluish gray. Oh, we got Brick Artisan checking out your store. He just said he saw some of the cool bluish gray stone decal things, which we're not talking about yet.
We're not talking.
Hold on to that. We don't know. We're not. That's a surprise for next time. Well, that's what I was going to say. We'll let you know on both our Instagram accounts when we're going to pop on here at least another time this month. And then, we'll keep moving forward. I mean, we got great response tonight. I think it's been awesome. So I think we're going to keep doing this for sure.
Excellent.
All right, man.
All right, Jason. I'll talk with you later. If anybody's got any other questions, you can DM us directly.
Yeah. DM Andrew through Brick Monarch. Or Brick Monarch Shop.
Yeah, either one.
.com, and also you have an Instagram for the shop as well, right?
Yeah.
Take questions there, and then I've got PDFs for sale at Gumroad/The Brick Stop, and you can pop on there and check out what I've got. I'm slowly uploading more as I have time to do that. So we do have some products that we're going to be talking about a little bit as well, and we always appreciate and love the support. You guys are awesome. So Have a good night. This was awesome. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, me too, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. See you later, man.
See you, Jason.
Bye.